guess first question I would love to ask you, Alicia, is just give me your background. Like what got you
Sure.
excited about like this metabolic makeover system? Where were you at?
Yeah, I had been on some calls before convention, September 15th, right? And I kind of had like the background a little bit about what was coming, and I was excited. I heard from some of the scientists and doctors about it, but of course we didn't know all the details until convention September 15th. So that's when I started it. And I there's been so much science behind it that I really have dove into, because I'm a massage therapist by trade, and so the body fascinates me and how it works. And I knew, because there was a lot of science and there was a lot of background, so to speak, in this whole system, I knew there how well it was going to work. I didn't know to what extent it would work, and so I had previous experience with Slim and Sassy, and I had great results. But I had to take a lot of that blend, which is now the MetaPWR blend. It's reformulated, and then and so we don't have to take as much of it. So it works on our fat cells so well that yeah, less is more. And I'm so excited the power that is behind the blend that they have formulated. So I started September 15th, and I
Well, first off, like
could
what were
feel
you before starting, what were you wanting from this? Like what were your like the results that you were specifically looking for? Because I know there's a lot of things that the system can do.
yeah.
What were you looking for?
So
Why?
I was hoping for weight loss, of course. I had heard that it was great for energy, so I was hoping for that. I mean, who wouldn't want more energy, especially as a mom and a business owner? So I was hoping for that. Um, I didn't understand, though, the power of like the assist, which is the glucose spiking, help there. I didn't understand that fully yet, and so I was like, okay, that one, that part is pretty cool. It comes in the three parts.
Right.
So the MetaPWR oil, and that comes in the beadlets, the gum, and the soft gels. And I do all of that. I take 2 soft gels in the morning, and then the Advantage, which is the collagen drink. And I didn't know and understand. I knew collagen was great for me as a massage therapist. I've heard that, right?
Yeah.
Bones, ligaments, tendons, all of those things. I had no idea, though, how powerful it was, plus the NMN that's in it, which helps our cellular mitochondrial energy. And so it's been fantastic. My hands
So
actually don't
before
hurt.
we get into those results, though, before we get into that, because I think like people want to know like the how it works. Like you were excited to get started. I know you have like a sciencey mind-ish. You can tell just by like some of the things you're saying with massage therapy and how the body works, and that kind of got you excited. But thinking about like the impact, because you said you had been trying Slim and Sassy before, maybe other things, maybe this has been a lifetime journey. Can you tell me a little bit more about like where you came from emotionally around that weight
Yeah,
aspect? Because I know that
yeah,
that is
absolutely.
a big thing that people are, dealing with.
Yeah, absolutely. And found that as well. We actually had we have had a family death in May of this last year. And so really my um yeah, my body and my emotions were all over the place, and I wasn't eating the way I was supposed to, and I had gained, quite a bit of weight from the previous years. And so yes, my weight loss has been a roller coaster. It's been kind of a journey
And so tell
for the
me
last.
how, like, because I think people will probably want to connect with you emotionally on that.
Yeah.
Like, how were you feeling about your weight and about yourself that you were, I mean, because weight, whatever, but it's really like how you feel oftentimes
Yeah,
with yourself. So how were you
absolutely.
feeling?
So yeah, I was feeling pretty down, right? Like, I mean, that, I think any death too can really take a toll on you emotionally. And it did. Like, it really took a toll on me. And so I was feeling pretty down. I went to convention September 15th, feeling like um I didn't want to take pictures. I didn't with my team. I didn't want but I did anyways, but I didn't want to. But So yeah, I went feeling pretty down. And so when I got the system at convention, we went to the back of the room and I actually opened it right there because I was like, I need to know if what they're saying is if I'm going to feel any difference. I was excited to try it, of course. But what happened when I tried the Advantage drink right away, which is the collagen plus the NMN? Um, it I still get chills thinking about it because it was like an instant like I could feel my cells coming alive when I drank it. Like, it was extremely it was an emotional moment for me, for the better, because I felt like my body was coming alive even in that 2 minutes that I had tried that Advantage drink. So it really does help with energy, mood, all of the things. And so there's been some great, benefits as well, that I totally have blown my mind. I mean, I didn't expect. As a massage therapist, my hands are really sore at the end of the day, especially here in Montana in the winter time. And my hands haven't hurt at all. Like, and I'm telling you, usually my husband has to like squeeze and rub them. And so I'm so
You-
blown away in that aspect. Yeah.
Well, just thinking that was probably not something you were expecting, but what a great result and how it's impacting your life, like your lifestyle. So
Yeah,
that's wonderful.
absolutely.
So are there any case, because we see the pictures of your weight loss journey, and I'm expecting that you're going to continue to see that. Besides the weight and like with your hands, are there any other results that you've experienced that you were hoping that you were to experience, or maybe they were a surprise?
Well, the weight is of course my ultimate goal, right? Like, I'm almost down 20 pounds and I'm so grateful for that. But like, I mean, just the sense of urgency I have in the day, I have I feel like I have a new outlook on like my day-to-day life, right? Like, the monotony of being a mom and a business owner and like can drag on you, right? So I feel like I have the energy to tackle the day on a daily basis. Whereas before, I didn't have that, and especially in Montana when the weather is gloomy, I have seasonal issues with if the sun is shining or not, and so MetaPWR has really helped me with that as well. And so I am blown away. Like, I did not expect any of those results. Like, the weight loss, great, right? Like, I kind of was hoping for that, but all the other things, I mean, and then the skin, I mean, I don't have foundation on right now. And if you knew me before,
Beautiful.
I used to have to wear foundation all the time. Like, I wouldn't take a picture without foundation on. Like, yeah, I'll put, so I use, of course, my other makeup, but like, all I'm doing is just using, our brightening gel. And then like, and so that aspect, I feel so much better as far as skin goes. And then my hair, and nails, like my nails have been growing. As a massage therapist, I have to cut them.
I
And
was
so
just saying that too. I'm like, it's great, but it's kind of annoying. Like, it's more maintenance. Fast,
it
like
is, yeah,
exhausting.
right? Like, but people want that. Like, people like pay for products to do this, right? Like, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And we have it now in a system that is so powerful,
Yeah.
especially on our bodies.
Right. And my experience too is like exactly what you're saying, as far as I have so much more motivation and focus, like energy, like just excitement about life. It's crazy. My daughter came into my office. She's like, "Are you done working yet?" I'm like, I just have so much energy, like focus, like I just want to keep going. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I can attest to that as well.
Yeah.
My family's doing the same thing to me.
Yeah. Come on, stop. Energizer Bunny. So any tips as far as, did you come to
Mm.
any like challenges with taking it? Anything that's been helpful? Did you change anything else with your diet or exercise? Just really want to know what's going
Yeah.
on for you, that you've had that 20 pounds that you've lost, and then all these other things, if there's any like suggestions or.
Absolutely. Previous to MetaPWR, I really do try to stay on a low carb diet. Carbs and me have never been, they just make me feel not so hot, in my stomach. And so I really try to stay away from a lot of even complex carbs, like, I mean, rice really messes with my stomach. And so I've actually tried to change and add an extra vegetable to my diet instead. And I'm really enjoying that. What has allowed me, I feel like, to do that is the craving control. And so that is huge. I've talked to a lot of people, and a lot of people are saying, I'm not a gum chewer. I don't use the gum, or I don't use the beadlets. But really, I find that those things are what helps with uh, the craving control. And so I use those all the time throughout the day. And so my diet, low carb, I do try to stick to that. And then increasing my just my energy, or my activity level. When I'm not working, I do try to get, on the treadmill or whatever 3 times a week. And that's just kind of my staple. And so I'm doing that more often now, 3 to 4 times a week, because I have the energy, right? Like I didn't before.
Well, and that's
So
the thing
usually
is,
it was already.
like we tell people, don't change anything. You don't have to exercise. Like just do the system. But that's what I keep hearing from people is like, I wasn't going to do this or this and this, but then they naturally start doing more movement. They start naturally eating healthier.
Mhm.
It just kind of comes as a side effect, but it's not like I'm trying and I'm on this diet and I have to exercise. It's just like you just want to. So that's
Yeah, the
crazy.
shift, the mindset shift really does come, or or if you're struggling through, taking the products, or then just stick with it, because I feel like that piece does come eventually. And really, if there are stumbling blocks, so like, for 2.5 weeks I didn't lose a single pound. I kind of stalled out. And so I had done some reading, and actually I was on a phone call with Dr. O, from doTERRA, and he said to do two assist. And so I have seen other people starting to do that, and I was like, okay. I had taken two advantage occasionally, not on a regular basis, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna try the two assist, and it has been powerful. Like I am seeing, like, so 3 days in, actually it was only 2 days in, I saw a shift. Like I had lost weight, and that was after we came back from vacation. And usually if I look at something
Eat
like
it.
not good for me, I know, like I would gain weight. Like I don't know what my body does, but like, and so even looking at something, right? But like, you on vacation, I was a little more, lax about like what we were eating and drinking. And but I didn't gain anything when I came back. When I came back, I was on the scale, and it was the exact same as when I left. And then I started the two assist, and it went down like immediately. And I was like, okay, like my body's responding well. I'm gonna just stick with the two assist for now and see how that goes. So yeah, there have been things that we've kind of played with, and changed, and that sort of thing.
That's that's awesome. Well, and I like that we can kind of adjust it because we're all different. Our lifestyles are different, and knowing we can kind of play around, tweak things as we go. Um, so, is there anything else that you'd like to share about your experience and how you? I think one of the most important things is it's nice to get the results, but how are those results impacting you, your family, your business?
Oh my goodness. When you start to show up in your business in ways that you are inspired by, that truly is what, everyone sees, right? Like and that's what feels amazing to me. Like I light up. Like this system has been so powerful for me, and I want others to have the same results. So like, in our accountability group, they're like, oh, I'm not getting the same results. And I'm like, well, message me. Let's dive into the specifics of what you're doing. Let's shift it. Like, some were taking an advantage at night and it wasn't working. But guess what? They shifted it to the middle of the day and they're starting to lose. Like, I had somebody message me this morning and said, I can't believe it. Like, I'm down 2 pounds. I'm like, see, like, you really have to like digest, what you're doing, and hold yourself accountable with somebody. Like, really, I truly believe that that's so much of this, is not hiding, right? And when I started to share freely, like, I was like, all right, here it goes. I'm putting
I'm
my
sure that was
before and
scary,
after.
right?
Oh, I actually sat on my phone for so long, like, not, I actually was like, nope, I can't do this, I can't do this. And then I said, you know what, I don't care anymore. I just don't care. I want people to see my journey, because that's what I'm inspired by. When I see somebody else's journey, I think I can do that, right? And that's just how I wanted it to be. And I was like, okay, well, I can't do that without sharing. So, I might as well just share. And it holds me accountable as well, which I love. So
That's awesome. And how about with your family or any other things that are important to you? How has kind of these results and these changes, this shift, how has it impacted them?
oh my goodness. I mean, of course my husband is like, you are doing amazing. And then it like inspires him. Like, he's been on this journey since September 15th with me and he's lost weight, but he's like, he just sees a change in me. Like, I'm excited for life again, right? Like, I feel so compelled to help others, and just, be a light to people. And I feel like I can do that now, whereas before I felt like my light was dimmed. It was just stagnant. And because of all the things that bring us down, pain, right? Like, all of the things like emotions, and so when we get stuck in that, it's like, wait a minute, life can happen, and yeah, that can be for a season. But I am just so grateful for doTERRA and this system, because I feel like I came alive again, truly. And that means more to me than anything. Like, that's the best gift I could ever have. And that's what I told my husband at Christmas. I said, I don't need anything. Like, I don't want anything. I just want, because I have it. Like, I have it. And I'm so grateful for that. Like, it's,
Well, and I
it's,
think
it's life
thinking
changing.
about those people who might struggle, like, I don't know if, like, as far as investing in a system, or, my spouse might not want me to spend that. But when you
Hmm.
see these results and see what comes from the results, it is so worth investing in yourself and being able to ask, is like, this is what I want to do. This is who I want to become. I have, and we all have this light that if we can just, it's like when we feel better, we're able to do better and have a greater impact in
Oh yeah.
whatever realm we're in. And so it's fun to see like your journey with, like, personally, emotionally, shifts physically, all of that, but then also how
Mhm.
that is translating into impacting other people within your business, within your home. That's powerful. Is there anything else that you'd like to share before
Yeah,
we?
I just wanted to touch bases on that real quick. With being a massage therapist, you hear a lot of struggles, right? The daily struggles of all the medications people are on, all of the depression meds that people are on, all of the things. Like, I feel like this system, it hits so many pain points for so many people, and it brings me to tears almost, because I feel like people are stuck. People are stuck in taking meds that aren't helping them, or they're keeping them stuck. And I feel like, give it a shot, because I think that when you are in this 30 days, 60 days, I like to say, give it 90 days, please, because you might not see the results right away. Your body kind of goes through a little bit of changes, and some people do see the results right away, but some people don't. So give it some time. But man, it's just been so amazing seeing the things that, the pain points that are being addressed with this system. And this system, the price point is actually pretty freaking fantastic when you look at other weight loss companies, and when you look at different other systems. This system is a like half or a third of the cost of all some of those other companies. And so I say, you guys, well, you don't have anything to lose. I mean, that's truly how I feel when it comes to the actual cost breakdown. I mean, the kit, the starter kit, is actually well below wholesale price if you break down the price. And if you were to buy everything individually, the kit is actually a lot cheaper. I think by like almost $30. So you guys, I mean, and then it includes a wholesale membership, which is like a Costco membership, and that's so fantastic because I mean, you're just saving. Like, I mean, who doesn't love to save? I do. So,
Well, yeah, I mean,
uh,
it's a huge savings, but then I think of like productivity, right? Like, so we might spend to invest in something, you know, I'm a business person as well. It's like, yeah, we're going to spend this, but the return is so much greater. Like the output is so much more. And so that's why I'm like, oh, this is a no-brainer. Yep. Anyway.
yeah, definitely. I can't agree. I can't agree enough.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Alicia, for hopping in today from Montana. I'm going to stop.